ideal instead of the usual 2. It is a toxic gas generated from oxygen by electrical discharge. Ozone hole. A region of the stratosphere over Antarctica and a smaller one over the Arctic that is depleted of ozone in the local spring. Ozone holes. Plural of ozone hole. Ozone layer. A region of the stratosphere between 15 and 30 kilometers in altitude containing a relatively high concentration of ozone, which absorbs most solar ultraviolet radiation. Ozone layers. Plural of ozone layer. Ozone paper. Paper coated with starch and potassium iodide, turning blue when exposed to ozone. Ozone papers. Plural of ozone paper. Ozone resistance. The ability of a material to resist the deteriorating effects of ozone exposure. Ozone shield. The ozone layer, a region of the stratosphere containing a relatively high concentration of ozone. Ozone shields. Plural of ozone shield. Ozone sickness. A disorder caused by the inhalation of ozone at high altitudes, for example in passenger aircraft, marked by fatigue and breathing difficulties. Ozone therapies. Plural of ozone therapy. Ozone therapy. A treatment that purports to increase the amount of oxygen to the body through the introduction of ozone by various means. Ozone friendly. Containing substances such as CFCs that are destructive to the ozone layer. Ozoned. Simple past and past participle of ozone. Ozoneless. Without ozone. Ozone-like. Resembling or characteristic of ozone. Ozoner. A drive-in movie theater. Ozoners. Plural of ozoner. Ozones. Third person singular simple present indicative of ozone. Ozone sonde. An instrument carried aloft in a balloon that measures the atmospheric concentration of ozone and often other gases and transmits the data by radio. Ozone sondes. Plural of ozone sonde. Ozone therapy. Alternative form of ozone therapy. Ozone. Reminiscent of ozone. Ozonia. Plural of ozonium. Ozonic. Of or pertaining to ozone. Ozoni. The equivalent anion, O, derived from ozone. Ozonides. Plural of ozoni. Ozoniferous. Yielding or bearing ozone. Ozonification. Ozonization. Ozonify. Simple past and past participle of ozonify. Ozonifies. Third person singular simple present indicative of ozonify. Ozonify. To treat or react with ozone. Ozonifying. Present participle and gerund of ozonify. Ozoning. Present participle and gerund of ozone. Ozonization. Alternative spelling of ozonization. Ozonizations. Plural of ozonization. Ozonize. Alternative spelling of ozonize. Ozonize. Simple past and past participle of ozonize. Ozonizer. Alternative form of ozonizer. Ozonizers. Plural of ozonizer. Ozonizes. Third person singular simple present indicative of ozonize. Ozonizing. Present participle and gerund of ozonize. Othonium. A carpet of hyphae resembling an above-ground mycelium associated with certain mushrooms of the genus Coprinolus. Ozonization. Reaction or treatment with ozone. Ozonizations. Plural of ozonization. Ozonize. To treat or react with ozone, to ozonate. Ozonize. Simple past and past participle of ozonize. Ozonizer. A device that converts oxygen into ozone, normally by means of a silent electrical discharge, an ozone generator. Ozonizers. Plural of ozonizer. Ozonizes. Third person singular simple present indicative of ozonize. Ozonizing. Present participle and gerund of ozonize. Ozonolyzes. Plural of ozonolysis. Ozonolysis. Any reaction with ozone, especially to a double bond in which cleavage of a bond occurs. Ozonolytic. Of or pertaining to ozonolysis. Ozonometer. An instrument for measuring how much ozone is present in a mixture of gases. Ozonometers. Plural of ozonometer. Ozonometric. Of or pertaining to ozonometry. Ozonometry. The measurement of ozone. Ozonoscope. An apparatus used to detect ozone. Ozonoscope. An apparatus used to detect ozone. Ozonoscopes. Plural of ozonoscope. Ozonoscopic. Of or pertaining to the measurement of the amount of ozone using an ozonoscope. Ozonosphere. A layer in part of the stratosphere that has a larger than normal concentration of ozone, the ozone layer. Ozonospheres. Plural of ozonosphere. Ozonospheric. Of or pertaining to the ozonosphere. Oanus. Archaic form of ozonic. Ozophore. An elevated cone present on the prosoma of some harvestmen. Ozophores. Plural of ozophore. Ozopore. The opening of a defensive gland present in some arthropods which secretes a foul-smelling substance to discourage predators. Ozopores. Plural of ozopore. A surname. Ozoralizumab. A monoclonal antibody for the treatment of inflammatory diseases. Ozostomia. Bad breath, halitosis. Ozploitation. A genre of low-budget films produced in Australia, chiefly during the 1970s and 1980s. Ozraptor. An Australian dinosaur of the genus Ozraptor. Ozraptors. Plural of Ozraptor. Ozern. A male given name from the Slavic languages. Plural of Oz. Oz. Plural of Oz, ounces. Oz. Plural of Oz. Ozu. A surname from Turkish. Od. Abbreviation of Troy ounce ounces, Troy. Azumo. Professional sumo wrestling. Adon. A commune of Covasna County, Romania. Alerna. A surname from Spanish. Alernas. Plural of Azuna. Azurgati. A city in Georgia, the regional capital of the region of Uriah. Ozymandian. Suggesting or pertaining to Shelley's Ozymandias, a proud king whose empire and memory have long since crumbled into obscurity. Ozymandias. A person once famous and respected who has since been utterly forgotten. Ozymandiases. plural of Ozymandias. A male given name. Zealand, Australia. Plural of Aussie. A male given name. Ina, non-standard spelling of Ozina. Inas. Plural of Ozina. Ozine, of or pertaining to Ozzy. Ozini, plural of Ozina. Other, in Norse mythology, the husband of Freya and father of Hnoss and Gersemi. Allauer, a town, county, and river in Lower Silesian Voivodeship, Poland. Aver, alternative form of Kakon. Aver, alternative form of Kakon. Oladu, alternative form of Oahu. The 16th letter of the English alphabet, called P and written in the Latin script. P mitral, a broad and bifid P wave on an electrocardiogram most commonly observed in lead Roman II, usually caused by enlargement of the left atrium. P pulmonale, a high, narrow, and peaked P wave on an electrocardiogram